Good to see you again, Kenny. How you feel, man?
Oh,
You
I
good?
feel great, man. Every time I come back home to New York, man, I love it. I miss it.
You're like
man,
an
all the
icon
time.
here.
Yeah, man.
What is Chibbs? What is Mr.
Oh,
Chibbs? I
man,
think I know
Mr.
this, but I'm
you know,
forgetting.
it's my nickname.
I know that,
It's
but where did it come
Chibbs,
from?
Chibbs. My mother named me that when I was 5 days old. The nickname when they brought me in to see her, she was eating, mouth was full. She said cheeks, and then came out Chibbs. She kept Chibbs, and when I went home, my brothers, my sisters, my kids in the neighborhood, Left Rack City, called me Chibbs. So every time I did something great, do well in school or the course, she said, "Look at Mr. Chibbs, look at Mr. Chibbs." So I just named my documentary my nickname.
Little did she
everybody
know,
in New York.
Little did Mama Anderson know that she was handed a prodigy 5 days into it. I mean, your career, Tiki's from Virginia. I'm from here. All right, so I went to Xavier. You're a Malloy guy, the great Curran, of course, who passed away, Coach Curran. LaSalle back in the day, pretty good. Stepinac, pretty good up and rest. Just good basketball. When did you know, and it had to be really early, that you were just on a level that it wasn't even fun the way you probably ran circles around these kids?
I talk about it in my documentary, but the night everything changed for me is my freshman year when I won the city championship at Fordham University. I won the MVP as a freshman. Never played the first quarter. I think I remember the numbers. I had 23 points and like 7 assists.
Wait, why didn't you play the first quarter?
Because Curran didn't play freshmen.
He didn't play freshmen. Number one, number two. We had a senior. We had a senior. Ahead of me, and he wanted him to get some looks. And
did he ever get a look? Who was it, by the way?
Greg Tracy, man.
Did he play anywhere?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay, got you. Go ahead.
But we won the city championship, and after that night, my career and everything changed as a freshman.
Jack Curran.
Yeah.
You got to read up on him some point, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know, Jack, because I'm not from up this way. But 2,621 points. It's funny when you look at these stat lines, or at least as this is presented in your documentary, and it says right underneath it, and it's a little smaller type, 2,067 points, Lou Alcindor. I mean, your accomplishments in high school are legendary. Your accomplishments in the NBA are also such. But it's the trouble that you came into off the court that this is about.
Yeah, definitely. My life, ups and downs, nothing crazy. Didn't kill nobody,
nothing,
anything like that. Got on drugs or nothing like that. But, I think what everybody go through, when you get fame and fortune and you got the word I would tell these young guys that come into something, learn how to say no. Learn how to say no. And, I got a big heart, and I tried to help so many people. At the end of the day, it kind of, it hurts yourself, it hurts you. So I just talk about my ups and downs, throughout my life and try to give back, pay it forward to some of these youth, in Left Rack City. I had Left Rack City Day last weekend. We gave out all free T-shirts, water bottles, and then I just talk to the kids, give them life lessons, and not only about basketball, but life, spiritual, mentally, financially. Just whatever, man. I think a lot of these kids nowadays, this generation, need a lot more guidance, and they got to come from outside the home because the home is not structured. And I talk about that in my documentary.
That's not good.
Not good. Dysfunctional. I come from a dysfunctional home, drug addicts, alcoholics, and like I said, I had mentors. And nowadays, some of these kids don't have mentors outside the home, and it's hurting.
Yes, that's society. We got a lot of issues, and that's one of them. Yeah. Kenny Anderson with us here in studio. What is it like, Kenny? I know that Ron Artest went through this. When you make it, and let's face it, as many prodigies I'm not prodigy, as many stars, because there's the prodigy, and you were one of them. Then there's the stars, and there's many more of them. And a few of the stars actually make it, maybe for a couple of years in the league, make a few mil, and it's very hard for them to cut ties with the group of people they grew up with. Hands are out. They feel responsibility. And that derails a lot of pro athletes. How hard is it to navigate those relationships and protect Kenny Anderson and not the 30 people who are looking for a couple of bucks?
Yeah, you got to disconnect. It's hard to do. How could you tell a guy when you had nothing? They give you $500, $200, $300, get you something to eat, get you some clothes, get you some sneakers. Now you make millions, and he's coming and he's in dire need, and you gotta say no. Nah, you gotta help that person out. So it's the way you do it. Some guys, they come into the money and they just say, hey, I'm gonna give my mother, I'm gonna give my father or my brother this amount of money flat. Leave me alone. Go ahead and do what you're gonna do with that. don't come back, you know, and ask for more. So it's just the way you carry yourself, you know, with that.
You think that's harder now in the NBA because these guys are making so much money?
Yeah,
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Nah, it's ridiculous.
They're making more than CEOs of major companies.
Yeah, the lead is at a high right now, and the lead is making a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, you know, they have to give the money to someone, you know what I mean? But a lot of these guys, you're going to see a lot of guys that's, you know, good players getting overpaid. But if
Mike Conley, good
player,
not
but,
a great player.
Not great, good, but that was crazy. That's a lot of money.
God.
That's a lot of money.
Mike Conley's the highest paid player in the NBA.
Yeah, and he hasn't made the All-Star yet.
Yeah,
I know.
He hasn't been an All-Star yet.
Were you surprised Durant bounced? What'd you think about that?
No, not in this era. Not in this era, this generation. You know, I think LeBron James started it, you know, getting with Bosh and Wade. Now anybody's trying to look the easy way out. I think he took the easy way out, Kevin Durant. You know what I mean? But it's his option.
Yeah.
It's his option.
Do you think it's a statement to his relationship with Russell Westbrook?
Bottom line, it's something go deeper there, but he's not going to come out. He should come out with it. I think he had me personally, I think he had enough years playing with him and say, I just can't. I don't want to play with him no more. But he won't come out and say it, you know. But
you can't actually come out and say it. But we can
and
speculate.
he took them to the final. You know, he took him and Russell went all the way to the finals. Game 7 last year with Golden State. So he probably said, hey man, this is close as I can get. Let me get with a championship team. Yeah, let me get with a championship team.
You know what, Kenny? You are 44?
45.
You're 45. All right, so you saw maybe a little bit of the tail end of the 70s. Obviously, Magic coming up and burning that crop, and the 80s was the best, and that's what we all grew up on. Yeah. The 90s was fierce and a physical league. Now it's wide open European influence. Give me, everybody's list is different. The 3 best players that you've ever seen, and even if it's somebody that hasn't made it, maybe a playground guy. Kenny's top 3.
My top 3, and I love this guy dearly. He hasn't made it, but Lloyd Daniels. Lloyd Daniels, Sweepy, man. He's in my same era. He went to public school. I went to Catholic school. And I did everything right off the court. He did everything wrong off the court.
Got shot a few times.
He's just 6'8", 6'9", Magic Johnson-like, handle, vision, shoot, everything. He's just awesome. But I used to love watching him play. So
what happened
smooth.
to him?
Just got caught up, with drugs and alcohol and, just product of environment and just never can recover from it. But after all of that, he made it to the league.
He did. Played for the Spurs for a little bit.
Played for the Spurs, the Lakers. But he has to be one of my favorite of all time. Him, Lloyd Daniels, of course, Michael Jordan. Playing against him in the era, the 90s, he's the GOAT to me. He's the best player to ever play.
I don't think you get much argument there.
Yeah, with Michael Jordan. And then my third, I go with my man, my idol, Tiny Archibald.
Nate
Dogg. Yeah, those my 3 guys, man. But I just love Lloyd Daniels. He doesn't get a lot of credit because he never, the route he took was just crazy.
Yeah,
but he was awesome.
I like that you have a guy that people aren't going to know off the top of their head. Because
New Yorkers know.
Oh, I know.
And that's my point. I mean, our national audience, like, who the hell are you talking about?
Look him up on Google. Lloyd Daniels. Interesting story.
But New Yorkers, they know, just like New Yorkers know you. Obviously, you're here. You're back home in a sense. I know you're down in Florida now, but you're back home. In a sense, what's the reaction that people give to you when they see you?
So much love, man.
I'm gonna tell you, I look at you. You look exactly the same. I mean, obviously you got a little gray, just like all of us.
Yeah.
That's why I shave my beard off all the time because I don't want the gray shining through. But what's the reception?
I can see myself 15 years from now, maybe 20. Get my wife to come back and move here. Come back to New York and move, man.
What's kept you from coming back here permanently?
His wife,
my wife and my kids. They grow up in suburbs of Florida. It's fine.
Yeah.
There. But every time I walk in the street, I'd be surprised. Guys stop me. Hey, Kenny, what's up, man? I don't think they noticed me because I fit right in. I'm only 6'2". You know what I mean? But it's a lot of love here. A lot of basketball guys that they know the sport. You can't hide, far as if you're a baller in New York.
When you were coming up, and I think Marbury, obviously after you, Marbury went through this a little bit. I feel like it's gone away a little. Maybe I'm being naive. But back in the day, and Blue Chips, the movie depicted this, when you wanted a player, whether it was, Alexis for Big Shaq, although he was from Africa, I forget his name of the movie, the shooter from Indiana with the tractor, the bag of money. when you were getting recruited, I would have to imagine. Now, you don't have to name school. We know where you went. But I can only imagine what Kenny Anderson was offered under the table. It had to be a lawless environment. People had to be throwing money at you in every direction.
Yeah, I'm not going to say, I talked about it, in my documentary, so I'm not going to, kill no school or someone, but I was offered a lot of things. But my mentors, Vincent Smith, Pierre Turner, they was like, nah, we're not going to do that. You do what you have to do on this college level. You'll be making millions in the pros. So they kind of kept me straight.
Gotcha. You have a Kickstarter for this film. Yeah. Tell us. You know what? Jill's back there.
Jill.
Your director is back there. Jill Campbell, who directed this film. Tell us, the Kickstarter. What is that going to? Or can she hear me? I don't know if she can because you don't have headphones.
Yeah, they're slapping orange.
Yeah, there she goes.
Go ahead, Jill. There she is.
Welcome to the show.
Jill.
Tell us about the Kickstarter. What are you trying to accomplish here? And welcome, by the way, to Tiki and Tierney also. Jill?
Yeah, we got you. Jill.
Oh, she can't hear us. But anyways, Kenny, you tell us.
Well, the Kickstarter, we asking to raise, how Kickstarter goes.
Yep.
$25,000. It's the home stretch. The documentary is finished, and we just put it together to get some support, from my fans and my supporters, and also, it gives more to the PR. To push the PR.
Get the message out there. We'll tweet all this stuff for you, by the way.
But it's a great story. Barry Greenstein, who's the owner and the investor in the documentary. Jill Campbell done a hell of a job. Got guys like Paul Lovelacy, who's one of the top editors. He's involved. Jeff Parker, the jazz musicians, because it's going to be played over jazz. So it's really interesting, man. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited, for it to come out. But I definitely, would love to see, all my guys and people that I helped for so many years to help me out. To help me out.
Now the hands out in the other direction.
I asked for $20, $25, $50,
whatever it may be.
Put 5 on it.
We're gonna find it and put it out there. Yeah. Kenny, we only got about a minute left here. When people finish watching this documentary, what do you want them to think and say about you?
See, this was unique about the documentary because it was just, we're all a work in progress. It's like I'm out of all the crisis, I'm still trying to find my way, find my passion or what I want to do in life. But in the long haul, I just want to take care of my family, take care of my kids, and be a good citizen and be focused. And basically that, because there's no ending to it. It's not a dark ending in my documentary. It's like I'm still finding myself just like yourself and everybody else.
We all are.
So it's like a work in progress. But along the way, if you watch it, it's going to have ups and downs. It's nothing, nothing peachy cream. Just telling the story.
Anderson.
I hope a lot of great basketball too. It's great to revisit.
You
as a basketball player.
I got to tell Tiki Virginia. I used to do Virginia. John Crotty, them got Brian Stitt. Brian Stitt. Yeah, we used to do that down in Charlottesville.
I forgot about Crotty.
That was my boy.
Good people though.
This was my boy. But they couldn't hang.
You should take every day. I mean, this guy. I know we got to go. Kenny Anderson for the New York papers to cover a high school kid.
Yeah, wow.
It was like he was a Nick when he was in high school. I read it all. Kenny, good seeing you. We'll throw you a few bucks on the project. We'll tweet it out there. We'll get all the info for you out there, I promise.
I really appreciate it, man. I love coming on.